Now, these are not hypothetical. What I'm going to share with you, these are real-life experiences, many case studies taken from my own experience. Is that okay? Is it okay? Gotta make sure I got to hear you guys. It is like money raining down. You just got to know how to catch it. Let me ask you a question. By a show of hands, in the past week, how many of you searched for some form of online entertainment? A few hands, nothing spectacular. By a show of hands, how many in the last week searched for a live chat of some kind? Not that kind of chat, sir. How many in the last week searched for a product? More hands going up there. Now this time when I ask you, I want you to look around and keep your hand up for a moment. How many of you in the last week used the internet to search for information? Look around, look around. Folks, this tells you all you need to know. First and foremost, the internet is about information. It is what makes the web go round. It is said that knowledge is power, and someone has to provide that knowledge and that information. All of these sites that you see on the screen started with 0 visitors. They are all now massively trafficked sites that make massive sums of money. And if I were to make a list of all the sites that are making money now, it would go on and on and on. It would take us days to go through that list. What is the difference between these sites and the site that you envision having? They did it. They built it. Been there, done that, seeing the profits. Most of these were just regular folks. Yahoo was started by 2 kids in their dorm room. They wanted to create a directory of sites that they went to, and they wanted to bookmark them so they could share them with their friends. Their friends thought that was cool, so their friends started saying, can we add sites also? By the way, piece of trivia for you. Does anybody know what Yahoo actually stands for? Here you go. Yet another hierarchically organized oracle. It's the truth. Just a piece of trivia. That won't earn you anything unless you are on Jeopardy and the question is asked. It has been said in the past that content is king. I would like to amend that statement a little bit, and I would like to say that content is ka-ching. Here's my ka-ching button. You're going to love this. Yeah, it's got a dollar sign on it, but you know what? Ka-ching is the same in any language. That's right. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that making money online is as easy as pushing a button. In fact, anybody who tells you that there are push-button solutions that you could just say, oh, go, make that system work, and all of a sudden money's going to fall from the sky, they're not being entirely truthful with you. But ka-ching is the sound I love. When you bring value via your website, via your product, promoting other people's products, through your member site, because you are bringing value, people are willing to pay for value. And ka-ching is the sound that it makes. Content? How do you create content? It's easy. And anybody can create content. One way is to write it yourself. You might say, but Joel, I don't know how to write. To which I have a simple one-word response. You ready for it? Of course you can write. You don't have to be Shakespeare. This is not Chaucer. It's the World Wide Web. Have you seen what's out there, people? If you have thoughts in your head, and you do, you can write, and you can get better, even if you're just writing 200, 300, 400-word blog entries on your area of expertise. You can write it yourself. Don't want to write it yourself? Fine. Outsource it. In fact, I believe that the work that you do in your business should focus on your core competencies. Everything else, you find somebody else who's good at that. iPhone apps, I can't code my way out of a paper bag. I can't do graphic design. If I had a chart here, I would draw you a stick figure. That's as good as it gets. I outsource coding. I hire people. I find partners. Here's a couple great sites for you. Write these down. elance.com, E-L-A-N-C-E, elance.com, right? Like freelance, only elance. And you can outsource any type of coding, any type of graphic design work, articles, web design, accounting, you name it. You can outsource it on Elance, and they use a feedback system so you make sure the people that you select for the job have good feedback. Others say they've done a good job. Make sense? Here's another good one, guru.com, G-U-R-U, guru.com. I think you're probably already having gears spinning because you're thinking, you know, he's right. I don't have any business learning HTML. In fact, trying to learn HTML has set me back with my website by 2 years. Maybe I should find somebody else who knows how to do it. Maybe the kid next door. These kids are smart. Maybe he'll do it. Content can be created by site visitors. This is one of my favorite ways to have content created because they do it for you. If you've got a blog and people are leaving comments, or perhaps you've got a member site, forums, discussion boards. I have a site called dealofday.com. It's been around since 1999, and it is a bargain hunter site where people come to find deals. Let me bring it back in that thread again. Why did I build a deal site? Because when I started shopping online in the late 90s, I realized that a lot of merchants were offering coupons and discounts for people if they had a certain coupon code. I liked saving money online. It's fun. And so I thought, if I enjoy this, others may as well. Why don't we build a website that allows others to have a community of sharing coupon codes and finding deals? I wasn't looking for the next big thing. I did what came naturally. And I'm going to visit this again and again because it's important that you focus your energies and your strengths on your core competencies, or you may find yourself spinning your wheels and, even worse, very frustrated with the results. Audio recordings could be content. They can be transcribed, put up on a blog. Repurposed material, old documents that you might have are content. Photos and videos are content. In fact, if you don't have one of these, this is a flip video camera. They're about 130 pounds or so, and they hold about an hour in HD. You turn it on, and you push play or record. And everybody wave my camera. Oh, make a little noise while you're at it. I'll put that on YouTube later. Hit stop and flip. It's a USB port. You just plug that into your computer and you can instantly upload your videos to YouTube. Now, you might say, Joel, I'm a lot like you. I've got a face for radio. Why would I want to do video? People don't care what you look like. They care about the value they bring. They care about the value you bring. Oh, let me show you a quick trick. You're going to love this. How to use a flip video camera to produce videos that look like you have a professional film crew following you. Remove camera from pocket. Face camera towards you. Hit the button and walk with your arm extended talking to the camera. Hey, so this is Joel. I'm here at the Entrepreneur Boot Camp, and I've got this professional film crew following me. It actually looks like it. Put it up on YouTube. That one's a freebie. Do video. Video is huge. YouTube is massive, and people are using video online to do all kinds of cool things. It's content. Content is everywhere. Turn to your neighbor and say, content is everywhere. It is. It's in the air we breathe. Content. It's true. I got 3 questions I want to ask you. They're very simple questions. They're straightforward questions. But when you see the answers to the questions, when you write these down, you're going to see a clearer picture of what it is that perhaps you need to be doing. Question number 1, what am I passionate about? What is my passion? What is it that makes me get out of bed in the morning? What is it that fires me up? What is that thing that I know deep down matters to me, but somebody over here, family or friends sometimes, or business association, or somewhere else in the world are saying, you can't do that. That's stupid. I've heard that before. You know what I say to those people, by the way? They're just envious because they're not pursuing their dreams. They're listening to the lies instead of the voice of truth. That thing that makes your heart beat, that should tell you everything you need to know about the life you need to be living. Number 2, what do I know? What kind of knowledge have I acquired through the years, along the way on this thing we call life, that I can use to bring value? What do I know? Finally, what are my skills? What kind of special training have I had? What mad skills have I developed over the years that can be used to bring value? By the way, if you're struggling with the what am I passionate about question or what do I know, it's okay. When I was between sophomore and junior year in college, I had a family member say to me, Joel, you love music. You're always playing records on the turntable. Remember records? And a little wax thing, but never mind. And I used to actually play DJ, in the house. I'd put a record on for others to listen and hook up my little microphone. She said, why don't you try out for the college radio station? Duh. I did. It took somebody else to point out to me something that they thought I would be natural at, that I would enjoy. So if you don't know, it's okay. Ask somebody close to you. What do you think I would be good at? You may be surprised at what they say. I believe that every person in this room and on earth has God-given talents, skills, abilities, passion, personality, looks, that when you put them all together and you compact them into the package that is you, you are totally and completely unique from anybody else that's ever lived before and ever will live in the future. Turn to your neighbor and say, you're unique, just like everybody else. No. But you are. It's true. It can be trite, but it's true. And when we focus on the J-O-B, or the what's hot now way to make money, we are forsaking ourselves and our uniqueness. There's a lot of ways to make money, folks. But if you're not focusing on that thing that you can do to bring value, it's ultimately not going to fulfill you. The bottom line is you are the basis for your own success.